Hello, everyone. I want to take some time today to tell you how I stumbled across the magic in the universe. It was a point in my life where things were not going so well. I felt like things weren't going well and were never going to get better. And in a pitiful way, I sat down with a pen and wrote, if I had a magic wand, I wouldn't even know where to begin to make my life better. And then I started to fill out the whole rest of the page, and I wrote things that were beautiful family, living in places that were for my highest good. I wanted to have a job that paid me really well and utilized my skills. I wanted to have a relationship, someone who could maybe cook me some chicken on the grill, surprise and delight me with his wonderful stories. There was just this whole world of things my heart desired and were so far out of reach I couldn't imagine how to squeeze that into my life. So as I wrote those words, I didn't believe they were something that could actually manifest into my life. But when I pulled that paper out 2 years later, I was living all the words that were on that page. And to my surprise and delight, those things are still holding true 10 years later in my life. I've taught other people how to do it, and I've enjoyed teaching my children how to do it. We do vision boards together, and we create through the very powerful way that we dream up things we'd like to experience. So, for instance, my children will put fun desserts, vacations, waterfalls. They've got cruise liners on there right now, but there were airplane rides, and when they made those lists, I didn't believe they could actually get those airplane rides, and I didn't have any plans to take any big trips that require airplane rides. But sure enough, they managed to get those too. And I'll save this for another video because the stories alone are absolutely amazing. But the powerful point is that the time it takes for you to focus and write down your real heart's desire, and in the deciding process, somewhere inside, something begins to come to life and it begins to create almost right out of the ether. Maybe it's God and his angels hear our prayer on paper. Maybe he was just waiting for us to decide. There could be many angles to analyze this. But just like the microwave and my car, I don't know all the internal workings of it all the time, but I do know how to press the gas and go. I know how to press the start button and warm up my coffee. There's just this very simple mechanism of deciding and focusing. I think the other half of that magic is really getting into our most happy thoughts, because when we're in a place of appreciation, a place of love, fun, and these are all tuning us into things that will bring more of that into our lives. And essentially, if we can get our mind off things that are stressful or things we don't think that can come to our lives, we then have opened up a world of possibilities that could manifest into our lives. And I would say that within that 2 year period, it didn't take a full 2 years for all of those things to manifest, but all of them did come within 2 years. And I had job and family and kids activities, and I even had a new apartment on there. I now have a house and things that with time I had bigger desires. And at that time, 10 years ago, I would not have imagined how I would put myself into a house versus just rentals. I didn't know I could ask for more, or I would have just asked for bigger things then. I've written myself checks, and then I go and meditate because if I need what I need and I can't get to a happy place on it, I just take the time to release. Release it to spirit, release it to God, and let them worry about it. I just put in my request, get into my best feeling place on any topic that I can, a place of appreciation, love, or fun, and the magic seems to pour in. And as I share this with you, I hope that you'll get out your pen and write down that wonderful someone you'd like to have in your life, or the very best schools you want for your kids, or maybe it'll be this dream vacation you've been waiting for, just write down all the details and think about how it would feel to be there and imagine it. Focus on it enough to give it a couple details, and you can leave the names and places out and just say, surprise me with something that is even better than I can dream up myself. Therein lies the magic, to be surprised and delighted, and knowing that when you pull out your list and you look at it, you know this was something that I wanted specifically. I actually think if I wrote down that I wanted my husband to show up in a green shirt, it would have been that specific. But I didn't know at the time because I was just stumbling onto it. It was a cry out for help, you know. If I had a magic wand, I wouldn't even know what to wish for myself. And now I live the life I love. And I encourage you to do the same. And I will do a couple more videos to go over some of the amazing stories and some of the delightful encounters I've had with having this new expectation that life will bring me things that I love and people that are fun to rendezvous with, circumstances that seem to have a touch of God in them, a little bit of uplifting interactions, and some of them just plain fun. It's just fun to see kids taking off in an airplane ride around town just for the heck of it. Anyhow, I'll close for now, and I'll look forward to talking to you again soon.